Pregnant women of Reddit. What is something you wish you knew before you got pregnant? The sickest joke of all. You stop being able to sleep way before the baby gets here. Everyone loves to tell me to sleep now while I can, but pregnancy leads to unexplained insomnia and I'm a total wreck already. You can order one, but get two. Baby kicks don't feel like butterflies. They feel like something crawled across your skin quickly, but from the inside. I wish someone had told me that no, your body does not magically go back to normal once the baby is out. You have weeks of healing, either your ripped vagina or cut open stomach, your boobs are still on baby mode and have a whole new set of problems now, pooping will be terrifying lol depression risks are higher, just a lot of stuff continues on after the baby. I don't know why people insist on visiting right after delivery. I am tired, I am busy with this baby, I am tore up from the floor up, please come in a month when I can at least have some sort of a routine. The stuff that stays with your body afterwards. I developed allergies after I had my second. My feet definitely got bigger. Hormones are no joke. During labor the water breaking is not one rush of liquid. It's continuous and can occur for several hours. It's horrendous and messy and incredibly awful to deal with. It feels like peeing but you have zero control over anything and if you tense up then everything is much more painful and weird feeling. Nobody ever told me that and I was very surprised to find out for myself. No one ever told me about the third delivery, aka your first poop. I was struggling for so long. Edit, my first awards. Thank you people. Never thought talking about poop would get me awards. Edit 2. For all asking. The first delivery is the baby, second is the placenta and the third is the poo. My fucking boobs hurt so bad. I hit one in my sleep and woke up in excruciating pain. Like. WTF. I knew they got bigger, but the pain was a surprise. How tired you can be in the first trimester. I was falling asleep at my desk most days. I always hear that labor pains were like really awful period cramps. Nope. Mine felt like someone was stabbing the front of my hip. And, I had heard about sciatic pain but was 100% unprepared for how bad it could be. I had a C-section and the gas pain was no joke. Had to sleep on an incline for days. Edit, spelling. Your hormones are crazy, literally making anything and everything that happens to your body a pregnancy symptom. Bloody nose, pregnancy. Hands dry, pregnancy. Itchy skin, pregnancy. Pregnancy is the wild fucking west y'all. That morning's sickness isn't in the morning. And that I would be puking the whole time not just in the beginning. Edited to add, not currently pregnant just had horrible sickness that I will never forget and was eventually diagnosed with hyperemesis. Miscarriage is ridiculously common. I say this as someone currently carrying a dead baby waiting for the NHS to give me a surgical removal. Each pregnancy is different, even with the same person. I have 3 kids. The first pregnancy was very typical and followed the normal timeline. Second pregnancy was awful. I was miserable and sick the entire time. Third pregnancy was easy peasy and I finally understood why some women liked being pregnant. How hard it can be to get, and stay, pregnant. Everyone imagines it will happen easily and quickly and, unfortunately, it's not the case for so many women. And for women who've dealt with infertility or loss, how much anxiety you'll have throughout the pregnancy. Not currently pregnant, but I wish someone had warned me about muscle cramps. I had to learn a new way to pop my ankles because every night I would pop them and get massive Charlie horses in my legs that my fiancé had to massage out. That no matter how much you planned and wanted your baby, postpartum depression can happen to you and it is very, very real. It is not something you can control. Hormones are liars. Partners of new moms, please pay close attention. Get help. Do not try to tough it out. Get help. Edit. Not currently pregnant. I went through it with my first almost 24 years ago and am still haunted by it. I just want new parents and potential new parents to be aware. Please don't be ashamed. It doesn't mean you don't love your baby and it doesn't mean you aren't a good parent. Best to all. Edit number 2. A lot of people sent me messages. I am not ignoring you but I can't see them. It says I have 25 messages but they aren't there. Sorry. That everyone has an opinion on what you do whilst pregnant and how you want to raise your child. Your body produces a hormone called relaxin that helps loosen your pelvis in preparation for birth. Some women get way too much too soon and it loosens everything to the point you lose mobility and every day all day is painful. Also your body pushes so hard during birth you can feel yourself shit your own asshole out. Every pregnancy is different. This means some pregnant women can work out, hike, do their normal stuff just a little slower most of their pregnancy. Then there are some women who throw up the whole time, and they are weak and tired and just standing up takes time and effort. I was the latter, expecting at the same time as another in the former, and I was constantly compared and judged. Working out is healthy for you and the baby. If so and so can do it, so can you. That cravings aren't just food. I craved dirt, particularly beach sand. The smell of the beach was excruciating. I just wanted to shovel handfuls into my mouth. I never ate dirt or sand, and the craving went away when baby was born. A friend of a friend told me she craved freshly poured asphalt, so in a way I'm glad my craving was just dirt. Edit. My top comment is about wanting to eat dirt. Cool. I know it's called pica and a deficiency. I took iron and a prenatal, however I had a super hard time eating after the morning sickness wore off. Had no desire to eat whatsoever. Except dirt. This entire thread is great birth control. Not currently pregnant, but a mom. Pregnancy brain is real. It's not a joke. It's not exaggerated. When you start forgetting, misplacing, and outright losing things, you can start feeling like you're also losing your mind. Finding your missing remote in the deli drawer of your refrigerator is disconcerting. Finding the ice cream you just bought melted in the bathroom closet is enough to bring you to tears. Then you start screwing up or even completely forgetting words and even names, and the concern deepens. This is all normal. A combination of hormones, other changes in your body, changes in your eating and sleeping habits, and generally big life changes are doing a number on your noggin. It's okay. It's normal. You'll get through it and eventually the brain fog will clear. Not everyone falls in love instantly. I like mine but didn't fall in love till after a year. How I get loads of random skin changes. Skin tags, so many skin tags. Moles growing into skin tags then dropping off, like what the fuck body. Sandpaper dry skin, which I still get from time to time, just this one patch on the back of my right hand. My facial skin changing from T-zone oily to T-zone flaky and never going back. My psoriasis on my scalp going away, this did come back but not as bad. Hair, so you stop shedding hair whilst pregnant and you get really thick lovely hair. A few weeks after birth you start to lose all that extra hair. Literally handfuls will come out in the shower and it's really freaky. How being pregnant seems to make other people think they can make incredibly rude observations about your body that they'd never make otherwise. Hair loss. After I had my kid I lost a ton of hair. I would pull fists full of hair during my showers. I thought there was something wrong with me because no one told me about this. Went to Google, totally normal and it happens to everyone. It grows back eventually and you'll go through an awkward baby hair phase. Sorry to be the Debbie Downer, but knowing things can go wrong in any situation. My first child was stillborn at 41 weeks after a healthy and normal pregnancy from an umbilical cord accident. Always trust your gut, count kicks, and advocate for you and your baby's health. I wish someone would have warned me about the constipation. Corollary. I wish someone would have warned me that fiber supplement does not equal stool softener. Today, we're at 26 weeks gestation. I wish I'd heard the term mother's apron before I had one. Like, there's warnings all over, your body's going to change. And some specifics on how, but everything I read and heard was reassuring me about how it would all mostly go back eventually. I'm still pretty bitter. Lochia, it's basically the biggest period ever as your body expels the leftovers from carrying a baby, and it can go on for weeks. I will never forget being told that I might pass clots as big as a tennis ball and that was normal. So gross. Also, babies in the womb can have hiccups. Hiccups are weird enough when they're your own, it's bizarre to feel someone else's. Speaking as the husband, my wife was very annoyed when she learned later in her pregnancy the borderline miracle properties of ginger as regards morning sickness. Wished she'd known it from the get-go. Bread causes heartburn. During the later stages I lived off boiled potatoes and fruit only. You can't do everything right, and have an easy pregnancy but baby is born prematurely. The kicker is you may never get a reason as to why. Obligatory not pregnant but mom who had a baby in the NICU for over a month. Edit, my first award. Thank you kind friend. If you lose 10% or more of your body weight due to nausea and vomiting, it is a big deal and could put you and the baby's life in danger. If your OB acts like it isn't, find another doctor. Written by a 2-time hyperemesis gravidarium survivor. Lost 42 pounds during one pregnancy and 35 with the other. And that was with constant Zofran and IVs and a PICC line and hospital bed rest. From my mom, I paralyzed her from the waist down for a few hours because I decided to take a nap on her spinal cord in the 3rd trimester. The doctor's response was, "Yeah, you'll be able to move again once they wake up." Pregnancy is pure body horror. How comfortable maternity pants are. I was stubborn the first time around and didn't want to switch over from my regular clothes. Once I had to, I regretted those extra weeks of discomfort, all because of vanity. It may seem obvious, but you will not sleep like you used to. I'm a belly sleeper and have had the worst time sleeping since like 15 weeks. Pregnancy pillow doesn't help. Currently 36 weeks organs, and I'm so happy there's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is my first and I'm debating if I want to do it again. I'm sure it'll all be worth it when I meet the sweet babe, but we'll see. I wish I'd known to go to a pelvic floor physical therapist sooner. Better to prevent issues than fix them later. That it's not uncommon to have thyroid problems or lose your gallbladder or both because of hormones, etc. That feeling like the bottom dropped out of you weeks after giving birth is not normal and might require therapy. That it's not a good idea to have an OB who loves being pregnant and thinks it's easy because she will have zero sympathy when you struggle. That giving birth later in life can actually kick you into early menopause. Maternal care and aftercare is shit in the US. That having a child over 40 is something like Bella in Twilight having that vampire baby. My poor body, I was sick and sore the whole time. Not currently pregnant, but I wish I was told about the constant swelling of my ankles and feet. I swelled to the point of needing to buy shoes a size and a half bigger. That current parents lie about what a joy it is to be a parent. Once you have a kid, they are then willing to share how kids are a constant battle about everything. Yes, they have their moments of awe and love, but the cute baby, toddler phase lasts 2 years, the whinging about what to wear, eat, going to bed, waking up, brushing teeth, doing homework last 18 plus years with a scattering on our moments to prevent you from going Homer Simpson on them. How it and childbirth can still kill you despite modern medicine. You do not have to enjoy every minute of parenthood. It's okay to have bad days and days when you think your kids are assholes. You're not fucking this up, it's just that hard. You can mess with them in utero. When I was close to the end of both of my pregnancies, one of my favorite things to do was, when he would push up against my rib cage, I would pound back a glass of ice water or eat a bowl of ice cream, and as soon as that coldness hit my stomach he would back down. Also, my first liked to push his butt up against the front wall of my stomach pretty hard, so that there was a tiny little bump that you couldn't see but I could feel, so I could sort of grab it and shake it around a little bit. That you don't actually have 9 months to get ready. By the time you've missed your first period, you're likely already 4 or 5 weeks along. Currently pregnant and due to have my first kid in about a month. Wish I'd known I would end up doing everything by myself. And I wish I'd known how difficult the 3rd trimester would be without a partner to help me. Or that the baby's father would show up at the 9th hour with a new girlfriend demanding shared custody. I've always been a believer of, everything happens for a reason, but it's getting very difficult to see the good in all of this. Miscarriages are not spoken about enough. No one tells you how much it's going to hurt, nor how long your hormones will take ages to go back to normal, and how much it affects your mental health. Been pregnant before, no one explains morning sickness. There is a difference between feeling sick and when you feel really sick, like just before you vomit you can feel it at the bottom of your neck about to projectile sick. Had that for 5 weeks straight. Vagina lightning or crotch lightning is a real and terrible thing.